In the wild, a rabbit survives by controlling exposure. It favors edge habitat, open grass beside cover, because food is close and escape is immediate. Dawn and dusk lower contrast and reduce detection by both aerial and ground hunters. The body works like a sensor array. Ears swivel to pinpoint sound, eyes lock on motion, muscles stay coiled for a sudden burst. Feeding happens in short bursts, interrupted by freezes and listening pauses. What seems like fear is disciplined risk math. One extra bite is never worth one extra second visible. A rabbit rarely holds territory like a predator. It builds a navigation system. Repeated travel presses faint lanes that link cover, low dips, and safe corners. Under threat, these routes cut decision time the body runs while memory provides the line. Scent cues may exist, but the main tactic is consistency. Move along edges, avoid skylines, use vegetation as visual noise. From above, the ground is a grid of exposure. From rabbit height, it is a shadow tunnel network. Survival depends less on speed than on choosing the right line before danger hits. When resources improve, rabbits shift from pure survival to reproduction, but courtship still obeys predator rules. It must be quick, discreet, and timed to safer light. Males move more and take small risks, testing open ground, then returning to cover while reading the female and the environment. Females judge alertness and decision quality, because a careless partner can draw danger into the same feeding zone. Courtship becomes an ecological trade. Energy spent on pursuit versus energy saved for pregnancy. Each approach, pause, and turn asks one thing: will this animal survive long enough to matter? The chase is not just spectacle, it is a test of control. Sudden stops, pivots, and zigzags reveal precision, how fast an animal can brake and reaccelerate without losing awareness. In open ground, speed increases visibility, so the best runners also know when to freeze and when to melt into cover. The chase exposes decision-making under stress. Pick the safer line, use dips to break sight, time movement with gusts, avoid predictable patterns. To viewers, it's a sprint. To rabbits, it's an exam with life and death stakes. Fast, yes, but never reckless in the wrong place. In rabbit ecology, mating is designed to minimize exposure. It is brief and usually happens near cover, because lingering invites attention. Separation immediately after reduces the chance that a predator tracks two bodies to one location. This is less romance than risk management. The female's priorities pivot to gestation, stable feeding, safer routes, and selecting a nest site that balances warmth, dryness, and concealment. The male may remain nearby, but the story center shifts to the female's logistics. In the wild, reproduction is defined not by the act itself, but by everything required afterward to keep new life unseen. Pregnancy changes a rabbit's risk profile. She cannot afford long foraging trips, yet must sustain fetal growth and prepare for lactation. The solution is micro-efficiency. Feed close to cover, shorten open exposure, rely on familiar routes that reduce surprises. Weather becomes a tool and a threat. Wind masks sound, rain dilutes scent. But storms also cut visibility and increase navigation error. The pregnant rabbit turns into a strategist of small actions: eat, pause, scan, retreat. Every decision is filtered through one objective: remain undetected. The tension is quiet but constant, shaping each step without announcing itself. A rabbit nest is engineering disguised as absence. Usually a shallow hollow, it relies on insulation and camouflage rather than depth. Dry grass forms the base. Fur lining traps heat and smooths temperature swings. The entrance is loosely closed with vegetation to break outline and reduce scent cues. The best nests sit where the background is busy: mixed grasses, leaf litter, uneven ground so the eye cannot isolate a pattern. That's the survival rule of the vulnerable. Don't build a fortress. Become a blank space in the landscape. A nest doesn't need to be strong. It needs to be unseen, dissolved into the ground so completely that the next generation's chances are protected by one simple fact: no one ever notices it. Birth in rabbits is meant to leave no signal. Newborns are blind, lightly furred, and poor at thermoregulation, so the nest provides warmth and stability. The mother's safest tactic is restraint. She limits time at the nest to avoid building scent and to prevent a predictable visitation pattern. She arrives briefly, adjusts, nurses, and leaves. Predators hunt routines. She refuses to create one. In rabbits, birth is adapted to minimize detectable signals. The mother limits time at the nest to reduce scent buildup and avoid creating a predictable visitation pattern. Newborns remain mostly still, and the nest structure helps retain warmth while keeping activity hidden. This strategy reduces the chance of predators locating the site. The goal is not prolonged care at the nest, but protection through low visibility and minimal disturbance, because in the wild, survival often favors silence. Rabbit mothers use a high-efficiency care strategy. They do not stay with the nest. They visit rarely and briefly. That reduces odor buildup and visual disturbance around the site. The kits remain still and conserve heat. Inaction is their best defense. The mother nurses fast, recovers the entrance, and exits by indirect routes that blur tracking lines. It is an evolutionary compromise. Deliver calories while minimizing predator attraction. In many rabbit species, parental care is designed to reduce detection rather than increase contact. The mother does not remain at the nest. She visits infrequently and for short periods to limit odor buildup and avoid creating a predictable pattern. The kits stay quiet and still to conserve heat, while the nest's cover helps hide movement and scent. This approach balances two needs at once, delivering enough milk for rapid growth while minimizing the chance that predators locate the nest. As kits grow, their range expands in measured steps. Eyes open, fur thickens, coordination improves, but the first survival skill is not running, it is freezing. Young rabbits learn to stop instantly, lower their profile, and let vegetation break their outline. Then come controlled bursts. A few hops, a pause, a scan, back to cover. The mother teaches indirectly through timing when she moves, where she leads, and how she uses wind or rain as environmental cover. This chapter is learning under pressure. Not playful freedom, but steady calibration: how far to go, how long to stay, and when to vanish. The first exit is the most dangerous transition. Outside, cover is broken, and threats can arrive from any direction. Kits must turn the landscape into a usable map, identify the nearest refuge, memorize approach angles, and learn which grass patches hide movement versus expose it. The mother may distract, but the young must execute fundamentals. Move low, freeze on shadow change, and avoid straight, predictable lines. The drama is not the chase. It is the split-second choice. A rabbit survives by choosing correctly in the first moment: freeze, dart, or disappear into cover before the predator commits. Independence does not remove danger. It proves competence. A young rabbit forms its own routes, learns local threat patterns, and schedules feeding to minimize exposure. Edge zones near human structures can offer food, but also introduce light, noise, and unfamiliar scents. Over time, the rabbit becomes a specialist in micro-decisions: where to stand, how long to feed, when to retreat, and how to vanish without leaving a clean trail. The cycle then returns to courtship with the next season. The ending is continuity, the same landscape, the same rules, and a new individual repeating an old strategy: survive long enough to create life, then protect that life by staying unseen.